just talk about it. But human beings, you were replicated from us. Okay? So by you being replicated from us, you have a lot of the same things we have. Like, okay, 2 eyes, for example, a nose, a mouth, 2 hands with 5 fingers, chest or breast, penis, 2 legs, 2 feet, right? That's the God physique. Arm, leg, arm, head, okay? That's God in manifestation, okay? This is why the Muslims, because originally, because they infiltrated Islam. Islam was an esoteric teaching. Islam itself stands for I, self, Lord, and Master. But the oppressors infiltrated all forms of information, and they didn't flip Islam back a whole different way. Okay? So, you only have, because the body, arm, leg, arm, head, which is Allah. Because man, or the black/Latino man and woman, is God in manifestation. Without the physical body, it's dark matter energy. Still creative and doing what we do in the cosmos and the astral realms. But when we descend into this physical state, we are still that same God, but in manifestation. So this is what Allah esoterically, anciently meant. Arm, leg, arm, head. That's the body of what? This physique. And Allah is considered who in Islam? God. Right? Allah is the name of God. Okay. So, human beings, you were made in our image by Satan, Yakub, Prometheus, Jacob in the Bible. That's why all of these characters I'm naming, they got that same story of tampering with some form of genetics to create a new species. Go read about them. Go read about Jacob in the Bible, which is just Yakub, but with a J in front. And how he separated the sheep. He separated the flocks. They're talking about the genetics. Zeus, that's what Zeus did. He separated the genetics. That's what Yakub did. He separated the brown gene from the black gene to create a whole new species. That's what Prometheus did. In the beginning, Prometheus created who? Mankind. That's what they tell you about Prometheus' story. Because human beings, you are mankind. You are a kind of man, made in the likeness of the gods. That's why in the Bible, your Bible, which is the beginning of your creation story as a human being, it clearly says, then we said, let us make man in our image. Because that was what Zeus said. Let us. Who the fuck is us? That means plural. That's plural. More than one. Right? We never caught that in religion. But it was said in the Bible, in Genesis. Let us make man in our image. The us was Zeus with the other fallen gods in the lab creating the human beings. And us in our image. You were made in our image. This is where you get all your shit from. Your arm, leg, arm, head. See? But Zeus was only able to give you the physical aspect of us. A lot of the genetic inner workings, he couldn't replicate that. And that's the only difference between a human being and a God. We both look alike. You see? So we can walk amongst each other and then they lied about history, so we think we all one human race. Because we look alike. But internally, we have 2 completely different inner workings. 2 completely different genetics. With completely different species. We not from here neither. Human beings, you're not from here, but you were created somewhere else, and that's okay. And then you came here. But us, these so-called, that's been labeled blacks and Latinos, we not from here neither. And the difference is we created here, there, the entire multiverse. This is why your species, because if you're a human being and you're in here, that means you're vibrating high. But I'm talking about your species, the hierarchy human beings, the not the low vibrational, not the racist human beings, not the good ones. This is why your people attacked us and continue to attack us to this day. All behind these genetics. Human beings, you have DNA. Okay? And you only have one series of this. Okay? You have one series of this. Okay? You have 1 to 3 series of these. So 1, 2, 3 max. And each helix is actually a cell. Okay? Each helix is a cell. They don't teach you that in the medical field. They teach you about cells in biology and what they do, but they don't tell you that the double helix is an actual cell itself. Because let's look at a cell. What's a cell? Let's pull it up. What are cells? It's biology, y'all. What are cells? In biology, the smallest unit that can live on its own and that makes up all living organisms and tissues of the body. A cell has 3 main parts: the cell membrane, the nucleus, and the cytoplasm. The cell membrane surrounds the cell and controls the substances that go into and out of the cell. Okay, so let's look at this cell. We're looking at cells, okay? So your cells, okay, this is the smallest unit, keyword, unit, that can live on its own. Okay, why did they use the word unit? Because a cell is an information center. It's an esoteric information center. Okay, your cells that are in your body are actually an esoteric information center. Okay, and each part of the cell is connected to the cosmos. Far as if you have DEA, okay, if you have DNA, this does not apply to you at all. This doesn't apply to you at all, okay? If you have DNA, okay? Because everything about the genetic part of you is synthetic. So you have 1 to 3 series of these strands, but they are synthetics, okay? And I'll show you what they call them, okay? Let's go to chromosomes for a second. How many chromosomes do people have? In humans, each cell normally contains 23 pairs of chromosomes for a total of 46. 22 of these pairs, called autosomes, look the same in both males and females. Okay, so before I break all the chromosome thing down, what they saying right now, there's the word right there, autosomes, for what human beings actually have. Although in the article, they're trying to say we all got chromosomes. We do not all have chromosomes. All right. Human beings have autosomes. Okay. Now, let's go back to this. Hold on. Boom. So, each one of these represents a series. They have 1 to 3 of them. Okay. And all of these, what they call chromosomes in us, in human beings, are called autosomes. All right. And right here, it's not hydrogen links like we have. This is hydrogen in us. These little links where it's purple and green and blue and pink. This is all hydrogen in us. This right here, these links that link the double helix together, like the ladder, make it like a ladder. This is hydrogen in us. But in human beings, this is synthetic. So this is like a form of oxygen in a way. Okay, so this is why oxygen doesn't hurt human beings. It only hurt the gods because we have hydrogen right here. Okay, now human beings having DNA, they only have 1 to 3 series of these. Okay, oxygen. Okay, now Because they only have 1 to 3 series of these links, guess what happens? Guess what happens? Because you only have 1 to 3 series, we talking genetics, human beings. Because you only have 1 to 3 series of these double helixes, which are actually cells in themselves. That's why I was trying to show you what a cell is, okay? Because the double helix is a cell within itself. And what does the cell consist of? A membrane and a nucleus in the cytoplasm. Keyword, plasm. So we say cytoplasm, what's that? Plasma. So that's the plasma energy that's coming from the etheric realms that's coming through our genetics that have DEA. Human beings don't have chromosomes. They have autosomes. Okay? Human beings have 1 to 3 series of double helixes. And they don't have chromosomes, they have autosomes. And because it's a synthetic version, these double helix links, all right, they don't have a cosmic connection. They have no cosmic source. We have DEA. So guys, we have a cosmic source. We are connected and powered by the sun. This is where the sun comes into play. Okay. We give life to the sun gives life to us. So it illuminates. We are luminous beings, everything within us. So we are receiving information all the time from the cosmos, whether we are aware of this or not, whether you are conscious of it or unconscious to these things. If you have DEA, but if you have DNA, you have synthetic genetics. Okay, so by the genetics being synthetic, you only got 1 to 3 series at that. Now let's talk about chromosomes. There is no chromosomes. So by there not being any chromosomes, you can't get the neuromelanin. You can't get the neuromelanin without the chromosomes, because the chromosomes are galaxies within themselves. Each chromosome within us is an actual fucking universe with beings that live within it. Not only that, the biggest chromosome on the planet is the sun. The sun is a chromosome itself. Okay? The biggest chromosome on the planet is the fucking sun. The sun is a chromosome in itself. The part of the sun that shines this bright, it's called a chromosphere. Google it. This part of the sun that's shining bright that got you like this is called a chromosphere. That's called the chromosphere of the sun. You get what I'm saying? So the sun in itself is a chromosome. And because the sun is a chromosome, you have all the chromosomes in you. This is why you are connected to the sun. 9 ether beings, Black and Latino people, because the sun is a chromosome. You have chromosomes in you. To be exact, let's break it down. Let me show you. Okay. So how many chromosomes do people have? Right here, this is what human beings have. So let's read it. In humans, each cell normally contains 23 pairs of chromosomes, but they really have autosomes, not chromosomes, for a total of 46. 22 of these pairs, called autosomes, which is what human beings really have, look the same in both male and females. That's true. The 23rd pair, the sex chromosomes, differ between males and females. Females have 2 copies of the X chromosome. That's true. While males have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. That is true. Now check this out. They only threw you off with the word human being and autosome and chromosomes. Remove chromosomes. Human beings have autosomes, not chromosomes. So by them having autosomes, basically, this is human beings. Human beings have 23 pairs of autosomes for a total of 46. Okay? They have 2 cells, which you see the double helix. This is what the double helix is. A cell. This is a cell. 1 cell, 2 cell. That's a cell. Okay? So, they have, each cell normally contains 23 pairs. They have 23 pairs of autosomes for a total of 46, because 23 times each cell in the double helix equals 46. Okay? But the difference in us. Now let's talk about us. Human beings have 46 autosomes. But the gods, Black people, Latino people, We have 33 pairs. And we have 3. So let me show you something. You said they have a double helix? We have a triple helix. So we have DEA. When you have DEA, you don't have a double helix. So that's a double helix. That's 1, 2, 1, 2. We have a triple helix. We have a triple helix, okay? We have a triple helix, okay? So we have a triple helix. So that would be 3. In God's, each cell normally contains 33 pairs of chromosomes, which we have chromosomes. So this would say 30, and we have 33 pairs. We have 3 cells in each triple helix. So 3 times 33 is 99 chromosomes total that we have. Okay. Now, when they get to talking about the very last pair is the sex chromosomes, they differ between males and females. Okay. Females have 2 copies of the X chromosome. So basically they saying that all the chromosomes within us, all right, look the same in both the males and the females, other than the very last chromosome, which is what they call the sex chromosomes. And they say that the goddess has 2 copies of the X and we have the X and the Y. So they told you the truth in there, but they still mixed that shit up good to throw you off. We really have 33 pairs. A triple helix, gods with DEA. Triple helix, 33 pairs. 99 total chromosomes. And because we have chromosomes, we are connected to the cosmos. Now, what is in a cell? What was a cell? It has a membrane and it has a nucleus. Remember I told you, I said, hey, all the fucking nuclear weapons are made out of our what? Cells. I taught y'all that. I say every fucking tank, missile that they use in the military war is made out of the cells of dead black and Latino people. Facts. Why? Because we have chromosomes. And because we have chromosomes, we have real cells. And when you look at a cell is consisted of what? A nucleus, a membrane, and a cytoplasm. We just looked at it. Let's look at it again, man. Let's look at it again, man. You feel me? In biology, the smallest unit that can live on its own. So keyword, a cell is so powerful, y'all, that it can live on its own. But why can it live on its own? Because it's a cosmic entity. It's a cosmic entity, okay? A cell is not just some shit in your body, okay? Let me repeat that. Why can a cell live on its own? Because it's a cosmic entity. It has mind, body, and soul, just like you and I. So you got all these cells in you and you thinking they just some shit in your body. No. Cells have intelligence, nigga. Okay? Cells have intelligence. That's why on Dragon Ball Z, Cell was one of the most baddest villains. Because if you know how to control your cells, you can do all type of shit. Literally. Now check this out. Check this out. A cell has 3 main parts. And remember, we have real cells. Right, exactly. Somebody said Henrietta Lacks. Exactly. Exactly. They took her what? Her cells. And they did what? They regenerated themselves because they have intelligence. We have cells, y'all. Human beings, y'all don't have cells. Y'all have synthetic ones. So they don't work. They're not real cells. They don't have intelligence. See what I'm saying? So we have real cells. Now, a cell has 3 main parts. A cell has 3 main parts. The cell membrane. So this is the part that's connected to the cosmos that actually is like a real brain. It's interacting back and forth with higher forms of celestial vibration and higher entities. Your membrane does that. The membrane of the cell. Then you have the nucleus. That's the power. That's all that dark matter energy. It's in the nucleus. Okay? The nucleus. And then you have the cytoplasm of the cell. This is the plasma energy that comes from the cosmos directly into you through your cells. All of your plasma energy comes to you through your cells. You don't hear me. All of your plasma energy from the cosmos comes to you through your fucking cells. This is why this is called cytoplasm. Okay? This is the membrane. They will, when you die, they go and take your cell, open it up, go inside the nucleus and drain all that energy and use that to make bombs with. They use that part to make bombs with. The membrane is actually a real life living entity connected to the cosmos. Okay, the cytoplasm is the plasma energy that's empowering all the information that's coming to the goddamn cell membrane from the cosmos. The only people that have cells is the gods. You get what I'm saying? We have cells. All right, we have cells, real cells. Okay, because we have DEA.